Hi everyone, happy Wednesday and welcome to Safe Place Therapy's video. I'm so excited to be here with you guys and be able to share so much of, what I know and cover topics such as depression and anxiety and emotional strategies, emotional awareness, behavioral strategies, what coping is like, and so much more. And so each week there will be different topics and it will cover, different populations. So sometimes it'll be about children, parents, adults, couples. So I'm hoping that you guys get some good sense of what you want to hear about or what you want to learn about, and always feel free to DM me. So today specifically, we're going to be talking about validation. And so really, validating emotions is one of the most important parts, which is why I'm starting with this. And then we'll learn more about emotions and regulation afterwards. But, we've been designed as humans and wired since we were little to respond to negative emotions in a way that, right away tries to fix it or to make another person feel better. Right? So if we ask ourselves, what do we do when we're upset? Or what do we do when someone comes to us and tells us like, oh, I did so shitty with this, or like, I'm such a loser? Like, our first response, what is it? When I ask, especially parents, this question, their first instinct is to say, no, you're not. You're not a loser. You're so amazing. And that's great. And you're awesome. So again, trying to make them feel better because we don't know how to deal with negative emotions. When we feel something that's not great, we try and fix it or we try and feel better, and we don't allow ourselves to sit with it most of the time. And so when we look to the bright side, that is actually invalidating. As much as we think it's making us feel better, it's invalidating emotions. So that, were we ever taught that? No. And so with feelings, when we invalidate or we kind of ignore what they're bringing to the table, we push those negative emotions to the side. And so what happens when we push them to the side is that we turn off that system of feelings. So we try and turn off the negative emotions, don't deal with it, but we also turn off the positive emotions along with that. And so the emotions are a memory's way of organizing information, which is why when certain events arise that are similar or, easy to remember, when we remember really easy things that made us feel shitty, it's because the emotions are a part of that. And that's why we remember. So in regards to, it's not about what happens, it's about the impact of it, right? And so pushing those negative emotions is now our coping strategy, and that's what happens. And so with validation, there is two forms of invalidating, and then there's positive validating. So validating is really putting yourself in someone else's shoes and it's the acceptance part of the process. It's accepting what anybody's bringing to you. So negative invalidating would look something like, I'm such a loser. Yeah, you are a loser, right? So that would be the negative. The positive invalidating would be two things. It would be looking to the bright side. No, you're not. Or it would be like, oh, like that must have been hard, but you're great. Or, but like, it's fine. So the word but, so if you start off really well and the word but kind of gets you stuck because it's invalidating what they're feeling, or what you yourself is feeling. So when we validate, we like to say, have emotional support and have practical support. So emotional support is what we begin with, and it's sitting in the muck with those emotions, right? So it's like, yeah, I can see how you really feel that way because. So replace the but with because you're such a social person, and because you really love people, and because like that was something shitty that happened, that event or that experience. And I'm here for you, right? So there's the emotional support. I'm here for you. And then there's the practical support. And so a lot of individuals have struggles with validating and emotion coaching. which will be another topic. But it's so hard because they find that they're agreeing with the negative emotions and it'll just stay there. And I totally understand that. But let's look at the difference between agreeing and validating. Agreeing would be, yeah, you are a loser, right? Or if we look at a very serious topic, with everything going on in this world, right? A lot has come up about suicidal ideations. So a lot of people get scared when people come to them and say, I'm a loser and I shouldn't live anymore, right? That would be saying, oh yeah, you're right, you shouldn't. Compared to, wow, that must be so hard for you because it is such a tough time, and because you are somebody who, wants this and this, and because it feels like you're stuck, right? And I can understand that, and I'm here for you. And so in the scariest of moments, validation is always sitting and being there too, for yourself, most importantly, and for another person. And it's especially great in kitties, in the tiny humans who will look at you and say something, and allowing for them to know that their negative emotions are okay. And even if they're super angry and yelling and blasting, and you coming back with, I see that you're really angry right now. And so speaking what they're not able to tell you. Because when we're upset and the logic is totally off, right? We're all up in our emotions. We're all aroused. There's this regulating is not there, and we need help regulating. And so for kids, it's great because as parents, we're co-regulating with them in order to bring them down, right? So I can understand, I can see you're really upset right now, and your body, it's looking like your fists are clenched and you're really tight, and it's okay. I'm here for you. And it must be really hard to feel this way and not be able to express your feelings. Expressing feelings are very difficult, guys. Even coming to someone who sharing feelings is hard, because especially for men in society, men are designed as well to, this happens, I have to keep going forward. Emotions are weak. There is still that stigma, as no matter what anybody says. And I see it all the time. And, going back, hopefully with this work, it will change, and, men deserve to be able to have a voice. So, when we have that buildup of negative feelings, it'll build up and build up and build up until it's overwhelming and we have a blast or anxiety, right? And so, that's why validation is really helpful. And accepting is essential. So I would, love to look at validating yourselves, and how many people really every day say to yourself, I'm feeling like this, and it's a shitty feeling because of this, because of this, because of this, and what do I need? Or I'm here for myself. Because validating yourself will be really effective in validating other people. And it can be scary because, like I've been saying, like there are situations where it's, there could be high stress situations, and it's like validating isn't going to work. But just that littlest difference makes a difference. That littlest thing. So, it's okay to bring it in. And what we're doing here with the emotion is we're replacing a negative emotion with a stronger emotion, right? So we have the emotional support. I'm here for you. The because. The practical support. Let's go for a walk. Let's play a game. Let's watch a show. Why don't we talk? Why don't we, there's brainstorm some ideas of what's next. And so there's so many things that assist, but we weren't taught this. So this was really the first video I wanted to share with you guys, and let me know what you think. And if you have any questions, DM me. But let me know how the validating goes. All right. I hope everyone's doing okay in this, at this time right now. It is a very difficult time, and my thoughts and prayers are with you all. Have a good day, guys.